Number 10. Tennessee. Where Southern hospitality meets affordability, Tennessee kicks off our list not just for its low living costs, but also for its growing reputation as a healthcare-friendly state for nurses. First, let's talk money and lifestyle. Tennessee's overall cost of living is approximately 11% lower than the national average, which means groceries, transportation, utilities, and healthcare are all more affordable. And the real cherry on top? Tennessee is one of the few states with no state income tax, allowing nurses to take home more of their earnings. For housing, the average home price is around $330,000, while rentals for a standard two-bedroom apartment hover around $1,100 per month. Compare that to big cities like Los Angeles or New York, and the savings become crystal clear. This affordability opens doors for nurses to buy their first home, invest, or simply enjoy a higher quality of life. Healthcare infrastructure? Solid and growing. Tennessee is home to renowned hospitals and medical centers, including the Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, the University of Tennessee Medical Center in Knoxville, and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. These facilities not only provide competitive salaries, but also create diverse employment opportunities across specialties, from critical care and pediatrics to community health and hospice nursing. Average RN salaries in Tennessee sit at around $70,000 annually. While slightly lower than the national RN average, the combination of no income tax and low cost of living gives nurses more spending power than in many higher-paying but more expensive states. But what truly makes Tennessee stand out is its balance of work and lifestyle. Imagine finishing a 12-hour shift and spending your off day hiking the scenic trails of the Great Smoky Mountains, taking in the vibrant nightlife of Nashville's Broadway district, or exploring the rich history and blues scene of Memphis. Additionally, Tennessee's rural communities are experiencing a healthcare boom, with shortages of nurses in many smaller towns and rural hospitals. This opens doors for nurses willing to work in underserved areas, often with relocation incentives, loan forgiveness programs, and leadership opportunities for experienced nurses. Number 9. West Virginia. Affordable living amidst natural beauty and small-town charm, West Virginia proudly earns its place on our list for offering one of the most affordable lifestyles in the entire U.S., while also presenting a hidden treasure for nurses seeking peaceful, safe, and community-driven living. Let's talk about cost of living first. West Virginia's overall cost of living is roughly 21% lower than the national average, making it one of the most budget-friendly states for daily expenses like housing, groceries, utilities, and transportation. The median home price sits around $167,000, while the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is just around $1,100 per month. That's a huge relief for nurses looking to own a home or save more of their paycheck. When it comes to earnings, nurses here can do quite well for themselves. Although the average RN salary is slightly lower than the national average at around $70,000 per year, this is offset by the exceptionally low cost of living, meaning your paycheck stretches much further here than it might in states like California or New York. Many rural healthcare facilities also offer sign-on bonuses, relocation assistance, and loan forgiveness programs for nurses willing to serve in critical access or underserved areas. Healthcare is deeply rooted in the community in West Virginia. From WVU Medicine in Morgantown to Charleston Area Medical Center, the state boasts several respected medical facilities, offering positions in hospitals, clinics, home health, long-term care, and more. And because West Virginia has one of the highest rural populations in the country, there's always a growing need for compassionate, skilled nurses willing to serve those smaller towns where healthcare access can make a life-changing difference. Beyond the workplace, West Virginia is a paradise for nature lovers. Imagine ending a long shift by kayaking through the New River Gorge, hiking the Appalachian Trail, or enjoying a peaceful weekend in one of the state's many cozy, small-town festivals. It's a place where nurses can find balance, not just in their wallets, but in their hearts. Number 8. Arkansas. The natural state where nurses thrive on a budget. Coming in at number 8 is Arkansas, also known as the natural state, and for good reason. Arkansas is one of those hidden gems where nurses can live well, save more, and enjoy a peaceful lifestyle surrounded by stunning natural beauty. Let's start with the cost of living. Arkansas is about 11% cheaper than the U.S. national average, making everything from groceries to healthcare and transportation significantly more affordable. Housing is a major plus here, where the average home costs around $217,000 and renting a two-bedroom apartment is just about $1,050 a month. This makes Arkansas one of the most budget-friendly places to settle down, whether you're renting or dreaming of homeownership. Now, let's talk about nursing opportunities. While the average RN salary in Arkansas is around $75,000 per year, when you factor in the low cost of living, nurses here enjoy more financial breathing room than in many higher-cost states. Additionally, the state offers loan repayment programs and incentives for nurses willing to serve in rural or underserved communities, making it an excellent choice for those looking to build a career while also giving back. Arkansas's healthcare sector is steadily growing, with reputable hospitals and medical centers like UMS Medical Center in Little Rock, Arkansas Children's Hospital, and Mercy Hospitals offering a wide range of roles for nurses across specialties. From acute care to home health and long-term care, nurses will find plenty of career paths, including opportunities in nurse leadership, education, and advanced practice roles. But Arkansas is more than just work. It's about balance, simplicity, and reconnecting with nature. On your days off, you can hike through the Ozark Mountains, fish in the Buffalo National River, or relax in one of the state's many peaceful lakes and parks. Small towns offer charm, tight-knit communities, and the kind of neighborly feel that makes you feel at home. For nurses with families, Arkansas also offers good schools, family-friendly communities, and low crime rates in many suburban and rural areas. All these factors combine to create a state where nurses can not only grow their careers, but also build a life of stability, peace, and personal satisfaction. Number 7. Nebraska, the heartland state with heart for nurses. At number 7, we have Nebraska, a state that often flies under the radar but offers one of the most stable, affordable, and nurse-friendly environments in the Midwest. If you're a nurse looking for a peaceful yet progressive place to live, Nebraska might surprise you. Let's start with the cost of living and housing. Nebraska offers a cost of living around 12% lower than the national average, with some areas, especially outside of Omaha and Lincoln, being even more affordable. The median home price is approximately $265,000, while the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is just around $1,100 per month. This makes Nebraska an ideal choice for nurses looking to own property or raise a family without the financial stress of larger, more expensive cities. But what about the pay? Nurses in Nebraska earn an average salary of about $77,000 per year, and when you consider the low cost of living and the stability of the local economy, this income allows nurses to live comfortably, save, and invest in their future. Many facilities in rural Nebraska also offer additional incentives such as sign-on bonuses, retention bonuses, and tuition reimbursement for advanced nursing education, especially for those willing to work in critical access hospitals and rural clinics. Healthcare opportunities in Nebraska are solid and diverse. The state is home to highly respected healthcare institutions, including Nebraska Medicine in Omaha, the University of Nebraska Medical Center, and Bryan Medical Center in Lincoln. These facilities offer state-of-the-art medical technology, research opportunities, and a wide range of specialties, making Nebraska an attractive state for nurses seeking career advancement or specialized practice areas such as critical care, oncology, or pediatrics. Moreover, Nebraska's rural communities have an ongoing need for nurses, home health aides, and nurse practitioners, particularly in family health and geriatric care. This means there's always a demand for compassionate, dedicated nurses who want to make an impact in underserved areas. Number 6. Iowa, the heart of the Midwest where nurses feel at home. At number 6, we have Iowa, a state that combines affordability, strong healthcare infrastructure, and a deeply rooted sense of community. If you're a nurse looking for a place where your paycheck stretches further, your career can flourish, and your family can thrive, Iowa deserves your attention. Let's begin with the cost of living. Iowa consistently ranks as one of the most affordable states in the U.S., with a cost of living nearly 13% lower than the national average. Housing is where the savings shine the most. The median home price in Iowa is around $240,000, while renting a two-bedroom apartment will only set you back about $1,050 a month. This means nurses can enjoy the benefits of homeownership or affordable renting without the financial burden seen in coastal states. But it's not just about affordability, it's also about stability and opportunity. The average registered nurse salary in Iowa is around $78,000 per year, which, when combined with the low living costs, allows nurses to live comfortably, save aggressively, and invest in their future. Moreover, Iowa offers loan repayment programs and rural health incentives, especially for nurses willing to work in the state's many small towns and farming communities, where healthcare services are vital but often understaffed. Healthcare infrastructure in Iowa is strong and respected. The state boasts top-tier hospitals and medical centers such as University of Iowa hospitals and clinics in Iowa City, Mercy One in Des Moines, and Unity Point Health Systems across the state. These facilities provide nurses with opportunities in acute care, mental health, pediatrics, critical care, and community nursing. For nurses interested in leadership, research, or education roles, Iowa's academic medical centers and teaching hospitals also provide an excellent platform for career growth. Rural nursing is especially valued in Iowa. Many communities depend heavily on their local clinics, long-term care facilities, and home health services. Nurses who are willing to embrace these roles will not only find job security, but will also become integral, respected parts of their communities, often receiving additional financial incentives and community support. Number 5. Alabama. Southern charm, low costs, and endless opportunities for nurses. At number 5, we have Alabama, a state that offers more than just sweet tea and Southern charm. For nurses, Alabama presents a blend of affordability, career stability, and a laid-back lifestyle that makes living and thriving possible without the financial strain seen in many other parts of the U.S. Let's start with the cost of living. Alabama boasts an overall cost of living about 16% lower than the national average. Housing is particularly budget-friendly. The median home price is around $220,000, and the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is about $1,000 per month. This allows nurses to enjoy homeownership or affordable renting while saving significantly on everyday expenses like groceries, transportation, and utilities. What about nursing salaries? In Alabama, registered nurses earn an average salary of about $71,000 per year. While this is slightly below the national RN average, when you consider the dramatically lower cost of living and the absence of high state income taxes, nurses often find that their money goes much further in Alabama than it would in states like California or New York. Healthcare in Alabama is both robust and growing. Major healthcare systems, such as UAB Health System in Birmingham, Huntsville Hospital, and DCH Health System in Tuscaloosa, provide a wealth of employment opportunities across a wide range of specialties. Whether you're interested in critical care, emergency nursing, home health, oncology, or rural community nursing, Alabama has options for both new and experienced nurses. Additionally, rural healthcare in Alabama offers some of the highest demand for nurses, with programs in place to incentivize and support those willing to serve in underserved areas. These often come with scholarships, tuition reimbursement, and loan forgiveness opportunities. Alabama is also known for its focus on nursing education and career development. The state has several top-rated nursing programs and partnerships between hospitals and universities, making it easier for nurses to pursue advanced practice roles, leadership positions, or specialty certifications. Number 4. Missouri, the show-me state where nurses can stretch their paychecks. Taking the number 4 spot on our list is Missouri, affectionately known as the show-me state. But what Missouri really shows nurses is how they can live affordably, work in thriving healthcare environments, and still enjoy an enriched, balanced lifestyle. Let's start with the cost of living, which is one of Missouri's biggest draws. The state offers a cost of living that's about 15% lower than the national average, making it one of the most affordable places to live in the Midwest and across the U.S. The median home price is around $235,000, and the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment comes in at approximately $1,050 per month. That's well below what you'd pay in many coastal or urban areas, allowing nurses to own homes, build savings, and live comfortably without financial stress. What about nursing salaries? Registered nurses in Missouri earn an average annual salary of about $75,000. While it might seem modest compared to high-cost states, the low cost of living means your dollar stretches much further here. Many hospitals and rural health systems also offer retention bonuses, shift differentials, and loan repayment programs, particularly for nurses willing to work in critical care, long-term care, and rural areas. Healthcare infrastructure in Missouri is robust and diverse. The state is home to nationally recognized medical centers like Barnes-Jewish Hospital, St. Louis Children's Hospital, and Mercy Hospital St. Louis. Whether you're interested in acute care, mental health, pediatrics, or community health, Missouri provides a wide range of employment options for nurses. Additionally, the demand for nurses in Missouri's rural communities remains high, presenting excellent opportunities for nurses who are passionate about serving underserved populations, enjoying autonomy, and making a real community impact. Missouri is also a state that invests in nurse development and education. Many employers offer tuition reimbursement and professional development programs, allowing nurses to advance into leadership, advanced practice, and specialized roles. This makes Missouri a fantastic place for both new and seasoned nurses looking to grow their careers and enhance their skills without leaving the state. Number 3. Kansas, the sunflower state where nurses find stability and simplicity. Coming in strong at number 3 is Kansas, the heart of the American Midwest, where nurses can enjoy a low-cost, high-quality lifestyle in a state known for its wide-open spaces, friendly communities, and stable economy. Kansas might not be the first state that comes to mind when you think of nursing careers, but it's quietly becoming a go-to destination for healthcare professionals looking to stretch their paychecks and live with peace of mind. Let's start with the cost of living, one of Kansas's greatest strengths. The state boasts an overall cost of living that's approximately 14% below the national average. Housing is particularly affordable, with a median home price around $230,000 and average rent for a two-bedroom apartment at about $1,000 per month. This affordability makes homeownership realistic and allows nurses to save more, invest in their futures, or simply enjoy a higher quality of life without financial strain. And what about nursing salaries? Registered nurses in Kansas earn an average annual salary of about $74,000. While this might be slightly below the national average, the extremely low living costs make the salary go much further than you might expect, offering a great balance between income and expenses. Nurses willing to work in rural or underserved areas can also benefit from additional incentives such as loan forgiveness programs, sign-on bonuses, and tuition reimbursement, making Kansas a smart choice for career and financial growth. Healthcare in Kansas is stable and expanding, especially in rural areas. Top healthcare employers include the University of Kansas Health System in Kansas City, Stormont Vale Health in Topeka, and Ascension Via Christi in Wichita. These institutions offer a variety of roles across acute care, community health, mental health, oncology, pediatrics, and more. Plus, Kansas has a strong focus on rural health and telemedicine, creating opportunities for nurses to make an impact in communities that truly appreciate their care and dedication. Number 2. Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the heartland meets healthcare and warm communities. Sliding into the number 2 spot is Oklahoma, a state that quietly offers nurses some of the most affordable living costs in the U.S., combined with solid healthcare infrastructure and a deeply rooted sense of community. For nurses looking to balance a rewarding career with a low-stress, budget-friendly lifestyle, Oklahoma is a smart choice. Let's talk about the cost of living first, because it's impressive. Oklahoma's overall cost of living is around 15% below the national average, and housing is exceptionally affordable. The median home price is about $210,000, while the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is just under $1,000 per month. This gives nurses the chance to own homes, invest in property, and enjoy financial freedom without sacrificing quality of life. Now, onto nursing salaries. Registered nurses in Oklahoma earn an average of $73,000 per year. Although slightly lower than the national average, when paired with Oklahoma's low taxes and minimal daily expenses, this salary allows nurses to live comfortably, save for retirement, pay off debts faster, and enjoy life's pleasures without stretching their wallets thin. But Oklahoma isn't just about affordability, it's also about career opportunities and professional growth. The state is home to renowned healthcare systems such as OU Health in Oklahoma City, St. Francis Health System in Tulsa, and Integris Health, offering diverse roles for nurses across specialties like critical care, emergency nursing, geriatrics, mental health, pediatrics, and rural health. Additionally, Oklahoma has a high demand for nurses in rural and underserved communities, creating plenty of opportunities for those seeking job stability, community impact, and added financial incentives like loan forgiveness and relocation support. Nurse practitioners and advanced practice nurses are especially valued in Oklahoma, with scope of practice laws that allow greater autonomy than in many states, particularly in rural settings. For nurses wanting to expand their skills, take leadership roles, or practice independently, Oklahoma is an accommodating state to make those career goals a reality. Number 1. Mississippi, the Magnolia State where nurses can live, work, and thrive on a budget. At the top of our list is Mississippi, known as the Magnolia State. Mississippi offers the absolute lowest cost of living in the United States, combined with a steadily growing healthcare sector and relaxed, family-oriented lifestyle that many nurses find refreshing and rewarding. Let's dive into the figures that make Mississippi unbeatable for nurses. Mississippi's overall cost of living is a whopping 16% lower than the national average, making everyday expenses like groceries, utilities, housing, and transportation highly affordable. The median home price sits at around $180,000, and the average rent for a two-bedroom apartment is just about $950 a month. This gives nurses more freedom to own property, build wealth, and enjoy financial stability without living paycheck to paycheck. And how about nursing salaries? In Mississippi, the average RN salary is approximately $71,000 per year. While this might be lower than the national average, the exceptionally low cost of living means your purchasing power is significantly higher than in more expensive states. Plus, many healthcare employers in Mississippi offer incentives such as student loan forgiveness, sign-on bonuses, and extra pay for rural healthcare roles. Healthcare infrastructure in Mississippi is constantly evolving. Top facilities like University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson, North Mississippi Medical Center, and Baptist Memorial Healthcare provide nurses with opportunities across specialties, including acute care, critical care, emergency services, pediatrics, home health, and hospice care. Additionally, rural health is a major focus in Mississippi, giving nurses the chance to serve communities that deeply appreciate their care, while also benefiting from relocation packages, housing assistance, and higher pay differentials for rural work. But what truly makes Mississippi stand out is its pace of life and sense of belonging. Known for its southern hospitality, welcoming communities, and rich cultural traditions, Mississippi offers nurses a lifestyle where work-life balance is not just a dream.